he's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Packers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see. Those numbers around in this game and, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Purdy looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Purdy. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Watkins. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. In motion, the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The Cowboys at 14-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That is caught, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments, as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick six. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So here's a 3rd and 14. And throwing here, Purdy. And caught by London. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. Back to throw. Watkins. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Let's go now. At the 40-yard line.
Play action, now Purdy.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action.
Purdy.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Back to throw, Purdy.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Now Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Watkins toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
In any cover 2 defense, you're trying to hit the spots where they're not. In other words, the corners will roll up and the safeties will be playing over the top. So every offensive pass set is trying to hit in between them. On that play, though, how about the corner being able to read it and retreat and bat the ball away?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On fourth down, Watkins. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Purdy now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Cowboys take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. On his his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he's got it. They add on more, a little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packer offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Harris running straight ahead. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come up. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Operating from the gun. Watkins finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First down, Dallas.
Off play action. Watkins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. On 4th down, Watkins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That's caught at the 1. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Back to throw. Watkins. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4. And now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Watkins. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Shoves him aside, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Purdy.
That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Ladd McConkey,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to claw one back.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Purdy.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards.
And the Cowboys add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Purdy from the gun. And now here is another interception. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there is... We'll get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Watkins looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 87 yards. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now he's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Harris. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Purdy.
That one complete to McConkey.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Purdy with one final shot here.
He's going to let it fly. And